What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you my endgame Sword and Shield Blast build for all around hunting, so that you will not be worrying about monster elemental weaknesses anymore. So let's go! Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. A simple support can be a big help, and it's really much appreciated. So without further ado, let's go! So let's start with the equipments. I have two options for this build, and later I will explain to you the difference of each one and when to use it. For the weapon, I have the Rarity 8 Adjarakan Blast weapon with 294 raw damage, 10% affinity, 180 blast, and wide sharpness. It also comes with the max level offensive guard skill, which is vital for this build, and I will explain to you later why. For the armor set, I'm using a mixture of Arc build and Guardian Arc build pieces to get the maximum level of weakness exploit.
Shebar.
For the Talisman, it really depends on the option I talked about earlier. But we'll come back to that later. Let's go to the decorations first. For my weapon, I have a 3-2-1 slot for decorations. So I'm running a Blast Jewel tree for maximum increase in blast build-up and extra blast damage. I'm also putting a level 2 and level 1 critical boost jewel for extra damage when landing critical hits. Maybe some of you ask why critical instead of attack boost. The reason why is that I'm running a max weakness exploit, so hitting target monster weaknesses can give me tons of affinity, which leads to do more critical damages, and that's where the crit boost will come in handy. But feel free to exchange it with other offensive decos like attack boost, critical eye, etc, etc. As for the armor decos, I just put some quality of life decos for more survivability, including Divine Blessing level 3, which I'm a huge fan of this skill, especially on MH walls and rise, because it really helps me on some of the toughest hunts, especially for an average hunter like me. I also put some medicine jewel to increase the amount of health received from my healing potions, because I had to admit, potion in MH, especially the basic ones, are so underwhelming and weak, and almost close to being useless, especially on high rank quests. I also put a level 1 adaptability jewel for comfort, so that I will not bother drinking hot drink or cold drink on certain areas because I'm quite forgetful when it comes to environmental weathers. By the way, also consider replacing one medicine jewel with shock absorb in case you are playing with friends to avoid being flinched when you are hit by your teammates. So take note of that. So that's all the decos that I've used for my 1 slot, but how about the 2 and 3 slot? For the level 2 slot, I use the counter jewel for extra damage boost when getting knockback, which will happen quite often, especially if you're a newbie or average hunter like me. Level 3 slot is where the option I'm talking about earlier. The decos that I'm putting on the level 3 slot is the same with the skill that I'm running from my Talisman. So in this case, I'm using the Challenger jewel to match my Challenger Talisman to give me a high level of agitator. The other option that I'm using is, wait, let me show you. The other option is the Burst Jewel, which is Chain Jewel level 3, which also match my Talisman, which is Chain Charm, to give me a level 4 level of Burst. Here, I will show you some difference in number with both of the two options. On the left side is the Burst option, while on the right side is the Agitator one. As you can see, Agitator setup gives more DPS and higher damage output compared to the burst one. The only question is why did I still include burst as an option? Well, personally I use burst on chill and easy hands, in which my only concern is keep hitting enemies and DPS, cause burst is quite easier to activate with just continuously hitting the monster. On the other hand, agitator will give you boost when monster become enraged, which is more common stronger monster, especially 6-star and above quests. This build will focus on blast build-up and damage, so hitting the enemies as fast as you can will definitely help the blast build-up a lot. This is quite easy here on Wild since Sudden Shield becomes a much more fast-hitting weapon, with just attacking and strafing left and right with great mobility and repositioning. It also has a few moveset that includes fast DPS like the new Charge Chop moveset, which will become one of our bread and butter moves on our hands. We also have the Plunging Thrust that also deals a lot of DPS that can help increase the status build-up. And of course, the Sword and Shield main's favorite, which is the hard-hitting Perfect Rush combo. The gameplay of this build will focus more on just using our normal triangle attack for PS and Y for Xbox, combining with the Sliding Slash and Charge Chop. Trust me, using Sliding Slash will give you a dual blade light gameplay, with just going in and out of battle while punishing the monster at the same time. Another thing is we can always have an option to put Charge Chop in the middle of our combos, including Perfect Rush. We also have another good damage boost coming from our offensive guard level 3, so don't forget to perform it while on hand. Don't worry, perfect guard timing on MH Wilds has a more parry window compared to the other games I played. And oh my god, seeing those power clashes animation is really amazing and satisfying, trust me. Maybe some of you are wondering, what if you're not good at perfect guarding and blocking? Is this build still applicable? The answer is absolutely yes. What we're gonna do is replace our weapon with a late game weapon farming called the Artean weapons. In this weapon crafting, you need 3 broken weapon parts, mainly the blade, tube, and disc. Just make sure to use rarity 8 parts for the highest result possible. Also use the proper element and type you want to use, either attack or affinity. The downside of this weapon is we're gonna lose some raw damage, and also the offensive guard level 3. But in exchange for that, we're gonna have more room for level 3 decos. By the way, you can also upgrade or reinforce these Artean weapons to get more affinity, raw damage, or sharpness. But in this video, I'm just quite unlucky because I got a lot of sharpness instead of affinity or attack boost. Let me show you some output numbers from the damage of this weapon compared to the previous one.
Making some changes? Let's give it a try.
Now that I've shown you everything on my build, time to show it on the actual hand. Enjoy the rest of the video and don't forget to subscribe.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? There! That's our target!